In these clips, Stinky and his pedo facilitator, Linda McMahon, that's right, he's a pedo facilitator, threatened to take down the Department of Education. If this isn't anti-American, I don't know what is. This slob, this functionally illiterate, slack-jawed junkie of a slob, right, wants to take down funding for education. That's right. That's right. Because it's all part of Project 2025, right? With that idiot Linda McMahon. That's right. Yeah. You know that she had somebody working for her in that janky-ass wrestling that preyed on kids. And he got caught. And they sued. And so what did she do? She hired the person back, and that person did it again. Not to mention, her husband is a total freak. The total freak. That's right. Yeah. He had an NDA with a 13-year-old where they abused her to the point where I can't even mention what they did. But you look it up in the court papers. That's right. Yeah. And so these slobs want to dismantle the Department of Education. Well, you know how you have to cover them. Cover them the way I did. The way I did. I went and I covered that thing. Yeah. I take no prisoners either. So, enjoy these clips. This is how you cover this fuck shit, motherfucker. Watch this. Roll it.
And I'd like to start by saying that our country is doing very well. Things.
Oh, really? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's a horror show, you imbecile. Yeah, protests all over the place. Fucking the price of eggs is $10 a dozen, you fucking idiot.
Is he doing?
The stock market tanking.
Quite well. Please sit.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's a lie. You fucking junkie.
Before we begin, I just want to announce that I signed a proclamation a few moments ago honoring...
Nobody gives a shit about what you signed.
The 250th anniversary of Patrick Henry's famous speech to the Second Virginia Convention, in which he declared very well-known, very famous words, "Give me liberty or give me death."
How about give you a loaded diaper, you fucking asshole?
Anyone heard the phrase? I think most of you have.
You didn't hear it until this morning, you fucking idiot. This is an imbecile. This is an imbecile.
And moments ago, I also signed an executive order to dramatically increase production of critical minerals and rare earths. It's a big thing.
Critical mineral and rare earths with an S. And this idiot's getting rid of the Department of Education. This functionally illiterate, slack-jawed slob is getting rid of the Department of Education? Fuck you, Stinky!
This country, and as you know, we're also signing agreements in various locations to... Glory be to God.
What are you, an effing moron?
What are you trying to say? I read me Newton.
Listen to this junkie.
Before we begin, I just want to announce that I signed a proclamation a few moments ago honoring the 250th anniversary of Patrick Henry's famous speech to the Second Virginia Convention, in which he declared very well-known, very famous words.
This idiot just took a fucking huff, and his pupils just almost fell out of his goddamn eyeballs. Look at this.
Give me liberty or give me death. Has anyone heard the phrase? I think...
You're a fucking idiot. It's what you are.
Most of you have. And moments ago, I also signed an executive order to dramatically increase production of critical minerals and rare earths. It's a big thing.
Rare earths with an S. And he is canceling the Department of Education? Ew, Stinky. 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 What's that leather bag you have going there, Stinky?
In this country, and as you know, we're also signing agreements.
You know what? You know what? Lately, nobody gives a fuck what you sign. You know that? You know that? Everything is getting rejected in court, you fucking sack of shit, you.
In various locations to unlock rare earths and...
To unlock rare earths with an S. How many earths are there, Stinky? You're an idiot. This is a moron, is what this is.
Minerals and lots of other things all over the world. But...
And lots of other things all over the world.
In particular, Ukraine. We're doing very well with regard to Ukraine and Russia.
Hey, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. You supposedly had them sign some kind of ceasefire, right? Right? And what did Putin do? First of all, he had you waiting for hours before you took the phone call, right? And then after you declared that he was going to do a ceasefire, less than 90 minutes later, he struck infrastructure again with drones, you fucking asshole. Because he doesn't respect you because you're a punk. You're a Russian asset. You're a punk.
And one of the things we are doing is signing a deal very shortly.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not, you fucking sack of shit junkie, you.
With respect to rare earths with you.
What the fuck is rare earths? Okay? What is that? Rare earths with an S. What is that? You fucking idiot. You autism spectrum sack of shit, you.
Ukraine, which they have tremendous value in rare earth, and we appreciate that. And
because they have tremendous value. What the fuck does that even mean, you imbecile?
Yesterday with, as you know, President Putin and President Zelensky, and we would love to see that come to an end, and I think we're doing pretty well in that regard. So
no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
It's safe.
What the fuck was it? Yeah, because you say so? Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. You can't even fucking stay awake. You're pathetic. You 80-year-old fucking junkie, you.
Thousands of people a week from dying. That's what it's all about.
Oh, really? Yeah, you got some kids there as props, right? And you're talking about this stupid shit in front of them, you asshole?
Dying so unnecessarily. And
you're a fucking asshole is what you are. You're a moron.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
I said, hold up, wait a minute.
This racist slob gives the game away. Watch this.
And we've cut the number of bureaucrats in half. 50% have taken office, such as...
You're a moron. You're a moron. Nonsense. That's a lie. You're going to have to hire back whoever you fired anyway. Like every other thing that you've done, you fucking prick.
Under the action I'm taking today, a small handful of Democrats and others that we have employed for a long time, and there are some Republicans, but not too many, I have to be honest with you. But
What?
The department's useful functions, and such as, and they're in charge of them, Pell Grants, Title I funding.
What the fuck was that, Stinky?
Resources for children with disabilities and special needs will be preserved, fully preserved, and they're all going to be so. If you look at the Pell Grant...
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That is their function. That is the Department of Education's functions, you asshole.
It's supposed to be a very good program, Title I funding and resources for children with special disabilities.
This is a moron. He has no idea what he's attempting to read.
And special needs, they're going to be preserved in full and redistributed to various other agencies and departments.
Such as? What are you talking about?
that will take very good care of them, and it's very important to Linda, I know, and it's very important to all of us. But beyond these core necessities, my administration will take all lawful steps to shut down the department. We're going to shut it down and shut it down as quickly as possible.
Why? Why? Why?
Doing us no good. We want to return our students to the states where...
Return our students to the states. This is a moron.
Some of the governors here are so happy about this. They want education to come back to them, to come back
What
to
are you talking about? What are you talking about? The Department of Education has nothing to do with the state's curriculums, you asshole. They don't teach people. They just fund them, you fucking prick.
States, and they're going to do a phenomenal job. You know, if you look, Denmark, Norway, Sweden...
You see, he's giving the game away. He's giving the game away. This is just a cut-off funding for blacks and browns. That's what it is.
To tell you, I give them a lot of credit. China's top 10, and so we...
What?
We can't now say that bigness is making it impossible to educate, because...
We cannot say that bigness is making it impossible to educate. Holy shit, Stinky. That was dumb as hell.
China is very big, but you have countries that do a very good job in education, and I really believe, like some of the governors here today, from states that run very, very well, including a big state like Texas.
What?
The states that run very well are going to have education that will be as good as Norway, Denmark, Sweden, and those top...
See? Finland? Yeah, you see? Those are all Scandinavian countries, right? Which is all part of the ideology of these fucking Nazis. That's right. This is Nazi nonsense is what this is.
Countries that do so well with education, I think they'll do every bit as well. And what do you think about that, Governor? Do you agree?
Who gives a fuck?
So, Ron, do you agree? I think so.
Who gives a fuck?
Iowa. That's right. I really believe that. They'll be as good as any of them. And then you'll have some laggards, and we'll work with them.
Some what?
And we can all tell you who the laggards will be right now, probably, but let's not get into that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We'll work with them, and we're going to make them, they'll do a job. I think they'll do a job, and they'll go to sections of the state, for instance.
So, in closing, this is just a Nazi-ass attempt to shut out black and brown people. That's what this is. With this fucking slack-jawed, disgusting, vile sack of methane.
Donald Trump's brain is broken.
You tired of Trump's stupidity already? Show him how you really feel. Check this out. Get your merch now.